The Veterans Pension is a tax-free monetary benefit provided by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, VA, to low-income wartime veterans who meet certain eligibility requirements. There are specific eligibility requirements that must be met to qualify. First, for service periods before September 7, 1980, you must have served at least 90 days active duty, with at least 1 day during wartime. Or, if you served September 7, 1980 and after, you must have served at least 24 months of active service. Once your qualifying periods of service have been verified, you must meet specific needs-based requirements. You must either be 65 or older, in a nursing home, or have a disability that makes it impossible for you to work and financially support yourself. If you receive Social Security already for your disability, but medical bills take from that amount, you might also be able to qualify. Qualifying for the Veterans Pension involves meeting certain service, financial, and disability requirements. Here are examples of qualifying events and situations that might make a veteran eligible for the pension. Low income relative to maximum annual pension rate, MAPR. For example, a veteran has an annual income of $10,000, while the 2024 MAPR for a single veteran is $16,037. This makes the veteran eligible. High medical expenses reducing countable income. For example, a veteran earns $20,000 annually but has $10,000 in unreimbursed medical expenses. After deducting allowable medical expenses, the countable income falls below the income limit, qualifying the veteran for the pension. Disability or age qualifying events. Reaching age 65 or older. For example, a veteran who served during the Korean War turns 65 and meets income and net worth limits. No disability is required for veterans age 65 or older. Permanently and totally disabled. For example, a Gulf War veteran is diagnosed with a permanent disability and cannot work. Living in a nursing home due to disability. For example, a World War II veteran resides in a nursing home and requires long-term care. Special circumstances for increased pension, aid and attendance or housebound. Aid and attendance, ANA. For example, a veteran requires help with daily living activities, example, bathing, dressing, eating, and has documentation from a physician, and is not service-connected. Housebound status. For example, a veteran has a permanent disability that confines them to their home and significantly restricts their mobility, and is not service-connected. Unfortunately, there are some circumstances that might disqualify you for VA pension. A veteran served only during peacetime, example, 1976 to 1990, between the Vietnam and Gulf War periods. A veteran was dishonorably discharged. The veteran's income or net worth exceeds the limits set by the VA. Now, let's go over how to apply for this wartime disability benefit. Like other VA claims, you will need to submit proof of your veteran status. A DD-214 will need to be submitted with the claim. You will also need to submit proof of your disability and income. Income will include your spouse's income if you are married. Submit this information along with VA Form 21P-527EZ. Next, I will go over how to complete this form. The claim begins on page 8. Please remember, if you will be completing this form by hand, write legibly with black ink. Don't give the VA a reason to reject the form because it is illegible. I will highlight the sections that need to be answered. In Section 4, Part 4A, the question is, are you 65 or older? As you can see, if you answer yes, you do not need to answer Part 4B. Sections 1 through 3 are about you and your military service. Section 4 is about age and disability. This will determine if you will be approved based on age or disability. Be sure to answer yes or no to all of the questions. If you answer no, and the form states that you can skip the next question, then and only then will you skip a question without answering. Obviously, if you state that you are not married or do not have any prior marriages or dependents, you will not need to answer. Page 10 and Section 8 asks how many dependent children you have. Enter an amount of 0 or more. If the amount is 0, then nothing more in this section is needed. Only if you have dependent children. On page 11, you must answer Section 9. This is about your income and assets. Page 12 and Section 10 is where you have the opportunity to claim unreimbursed medical expenses. Remember, this is the only thing that you can claim as an expense. Part 10b is only if you are claiming the expense of a care facility, such as a nursing home. On page 13, there is a section for you to report your qualified medical expenses such as co-pays, incontinence pads, medications, and assistive devices, just to name a few. Pages 14 and 15 are where you will enter your direct deposit information, signature, and date. Do not forget to sign and date this form. Now you will submit the application with supporting documents. Submit either online, with an accredited VSO, or by mail to Department of Veterans Affairs, Pension Intake Center, P.O. Box 5365, Janesville, Wisconsin, 53547, 5365.